Yo, 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 yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 happy hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Little hump day in the house. Got a busy show too, man. Got to talk about Dalton Knecht, the former Tennessee Vol who's balling with the Lakers. 9 trays, 37 points, 21 in the third quarter. Damn. It's the good news for the Vols. Bad news for the Vols. They were ranked 12th in the college football playoff committee, meaning they would be left out. Told you. Now, there's still a lot of work to be done. You know we're going to talk about the college football playoff, of course. And if you're saying, John, well, I thought it was the top 12 teams. No, you got to remember those automatic bids, man. There's really basically only 7 spots for grab. And right now, first out is Tennessee. Now, Texas, I'm praying that they lose and chaos ensues. And we got 6-2 teams in the SEC all over the place. But Ole Miss, they would be in playing Indiana on the road currently. Georgia would be in on the road playing Penn State. Alabama would be playing at Notre Dame. And BYU would be playing at Ohio State. That would be the first round. And according to these and their projections, the byes would go to Oregon, Texas, Miami, and Boise State. Damn. BYU coming out the Big 12, playing in that first round. But yeah, BYU right now doing business. So we're going to talk a lot about the college football playoffs. But you know I got to ask all of y'all a question today because I need you to get involved. Hit me up for this. 901-360-8255. The Sissy's Log Cabin text and listener line where life's too short for ordinary jewelry. I learned something yesterday. I went down to Oxford. My little girl's turning 21. Went to go celebrate, have a little fun. And was talking to her and her friends over the course of dinner. And I was asking them, so just basically, how's everything going? Like, blah, blah, very bland questions. And they're like, everything's great. Got up this morning, went to the workout, came home, laid in bed till like 3, got up, did a little chair, go home. And I was like, well, when do you go to class? And she's like, oh, I take all my classes online.
It's new for you?
No, I mean, I'm one of those people who just can't really do. I couldn't do that back in the day. One, we didn't have the options to sit around and hell, the first semester in college, we had like 6 computers on the whole damn campus. One little computer lab. Wrote our papers. But I learned something that a lot of these young ladies do their classes online, or young men too, at these big campuses while partying on the campus. But they kind of let me in on a little secret. And I was like, what's the secret? They're like, well, when we take tests, when we write papers, when we need, like, you know, help on studying or something, they put it all in like the Chat GPT or whatever, or the little AI algorithm thing, and it spits out a bunch of stuff. And then they're like, you can't just like turn that in because then they'll catch you or something. But they're like, if you write a paper, you just put in all the information and tell it to make you an outline, and then you write the paper from basically the outline in your own words. I'm like, damn. They're like, we get all the answers to the test too if we, you know, put it on in a Chat GPT, but make sure you miss a couple.
Oh, yeah, you got to.
I'm like, damn. So,
and not all the same ones.
So I'm thinking to myself, basically, our kids are going to college to learn how to let AI think for them. Great.
Basically.
And how to be like sneaky little suckers.
They'll all end up on the stock market.
This is not my daughter I'm talking about. Don't be like putting my daughter. I'm just saying. I'm talking to like this became a fascinating situation where like we're sitting at a bar down in the square, and they're like, no, we don't, you know, like go to class. We do. I mean, now Savannah's got 5 GPAs, she's doing great. You should better have one if you've been using that. But the reason I bring that up is because as much as I love doing things the old school way, almost am getting to a point to where I'm wondering if the college football playoffs, election committee, instead of being a bunch of dudes who have ties to a bunch of universities and ADs and vested interest. And,
I think it's some dudettes in there as well.
And some dudettes, whatever. Like, the peeps who be doing the voting. Maybe we just do a damn algorithm and let AI tell us who the best damn teams are. I mean, AI, I guess, can watch all damn games, put in all the, little blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I haven't been using it. In fact, one of the kids told me this. They were asking me, well, what's your day like? And I was like, mine's great. I consume sports in the morning, talk about them in the afternoon, do a little funny stuff down over at Hot with Superman, go eat about 3 o'clock, take a little nap, go to the gym about 4, bing, bang, boom. I never get there at 4, but 5. Back at the crib consuming more sports all night long. And they were like, oh, that sounds great. I was like, every once in a while I get annoyed. I got to write, spots. Like somebody be like, we're picking up this, this advertising company, and bing, bang, boom, write some spots. And I was like, I'm a, serial procrastinator.
That's serial procrastinator.
Like they'll give it to me 30 days in advance. I'm waiting till 10:59:50, and I'm on air at 11. I'm knocking that junk out. And they go, well, why don't you just put it in Chat GPT? It'll be almost perfect.
Don't do it.
And I'm like, damn. I don't know. Why not? But I'm wondering, would it work well for college football playoff committee? Or do you think there's the other counter argument? Instead of having a bunch of dudes or an algorithm by AI or Chat GPT, you can tell I don't have this joint.
You're not supposed to. It's not.
They told me that they were like, I can't believe you don't have that on your phone.
Makes 2 of us.
They also can't believe that I don't let anybody track my location for nothing.
Correct.
I'm like, how y'all let people? Well, some people, need to know where you're at. Like, man. I don't know if you know when I go out in the world, I don't even like taking my damn phone. But instead of maybe if you don't, because again, everybody right now is complaining about everything. And you're always going to have that when you have this selection committee. But what if you either use the algorithm and AI, or you go out and find out who's setting all these damn odds out in Vegas for MGM and FanDuel and DraftKings and setting the lines in Vegas? Because that dude, he can tell you who everybody would be favored, yada, 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 yada. And I bet you probably would get 12 most powerful teams.
Yep. Vegas ain't letting that happen, though.
No, man, they have a vested interest not to.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, you just go hijack the dude right now and say, we are paying you to leave Las Vegas. Tell them to get their new man. What was that dude in Casino, man, that De Niro played?
Oh, you don't need De Niro. You need a little Pesci. You need the little guy that was with the shovel. Yeah, with the shovel.
Dude, I don't need him killing anybody
Yeah. That's
Dude's
what you
beating
need.
folks. But my question is what do y'all think? Because everybody's complaining, and I get it. I mean, you've got the Big Ten people saying the SEC BS. You got people in the SEC saying we're the best brand, but yet nobody's undefeated in the SEC, and most likely 2 losses to a lot of teams. A lot. Their non-conference schedule. ACC's complaining we get just 1 in. How Miami has 1 loss.
Sam Rothstein. That's what.
Sam Rothstein.
You needed Sam Rothstein.
Damn, good job.
Hey, that's my movie, man. Him and Nikki.
Damn, that was solid. You over there on that Google machine, fast as all get out. But I'm serious when I say this. And I understand the griping. I mean, right now the formula has the Big 12 champion playing in the first round and Boise State jumping them for the bye. I bet the Big 12 is over there just complaining. Everybody for the Big 12 be freaking out too. And they get 1 in. Then everybody's complaining about the Big 10. Penn State ain't played nobody, ain't beat nobody. Indiana looks comfortably in right now. They do play Ohio State. People need Ohio State to beat the absolute brakes off of them. Oregon is what Oregon is, and Ohio State is what they are. They're dope. They're the creme de la creme. Oregon at home with Dan Lanning being a damn magician, doing some wizard stuff, putting 12 on the field so he could run time off the clock, not letting Ohio State have an opportunity to kick a field goal. That was next level. 1 point loss for Ohio State. They look awesome. They beat Penn State by 21, beat the tar out of them. Oregon beat Boise State. Like those three teams are legit. Very legit. Indiana, Penn State, I don't believe are. But I get why they're there. And then again, like Colorado, Arizona State, BYU, Iowa State, all those teams who are like, wait a second, look at the Big Ten getting for it, and we just get our champion. They're complaining. And then the SEC people, especially in Knoxville right now this morning, I know that they ain't complaining. They bitching. And I don't blame them. Tennessee's, what was it, 4-point loss in Fayetteville? And a little bit of a second-half collapse last week in Georgia. But damn, they came out that first half looking good. And then, of course, like I said, I told you that Ole Miss would be a little bit higher. They got everybody in Oxford right now is like just dancing, yeah. And wouldn't you be dancing right now?
Yeah, especially in this spot where they are right now.
Damn right.
That's exactly where they take it.
I mean, you are right now feeling really good. The only thing that people in Oxford would be complaining is if you didn't get a home first-round game.
As it states, you got to go to Indiana and handle your business.
Yeah, but right now I think Indiana's about to drop like a bad habit.
Yes, sir.
Ole Miss moves up. They got Alabama at 7, Ole Miss at 9, Georgia 10, Tennessee at the 11th spot, meaning, and you're like, John, again, automatic buyers. SMU, BYU, just sitting on the outside. Texas A&M, Colorado, Clemson. They are giving the SEC some respect. South Carolina's up there, 7-3 on the season. But man, I'm wondering, like, what do you think's better, Vegas or an algorithm? Or do you just want to keep it as is?
They're gonna complain either way. If you double it,
how can you complain if it's a damn computer? And how can you complain if it's the boys in Vegas? Because they don't. I mean, well, if you got the best of the best, you're like nobody else can do it better.
Because they'll never stop. When it was 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 complain. Now that it's 12, 13, 14, 15, like you know how it goes. If it turns into 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, they complain. So you never make everyone happy.
All right. Well, now that everything's going crazy and the expansion from 4 to 12 has been awesome and everybody is vested, it didn't ruin the regular season.
Not at all.
It's like awesome. My question is, if you're not in the college football playoff, my next question, how do you look at the bowl games?
Sadly, extremely sadly and distraughtly.
I mean, like
most of your stars not going to play.
Commercial Appeal put out like the bowls most likely for Memphis.
They have the John Harden Bowl.
I'm just like, damn. No, man. Like, Birmingham, maybe against Georgia Tech. And, like, I could go on and on. I don't think anybody really cares to hear about it. But my question is, if you're not in the college football playoff committee, how do coaches use that game? Is that something where you just play your seniors last game that aren't going to the NFL because the guys going to the NFL aren't going to play in those damn games that don't mean anything? Is it going to be what you're looking towards next year? You play a bunch of young people in that game before you go in the off season. Like, it's going to be, the bowl games are going to be
trash.
Yeah.
There you go. And how do you fix that?
You don't. Here's how you do it. They're going to fix it because here's what's going to happen. Here's my belief. Next 5 years, this thing's going to expand a little bit more.
It is.
And it's going to bring a little more dough. Probably a lot more dough. And people are going to pay a lot more attention to the college football playoffs. And bowls might disappear. And I don't even think a lot of universities and a lot of people are like, no.
Because you're probably going to gain a home field advantage game,
Yeah,
home playoff game.
It's just how people are now kind of like is anybody out there been talking about, man, who do you think's gonna be in the Rose Bowl this year? Oh my goodness, out at the Fiesta. Can't spell UT citrus without UT. Old saying Steve Spurrier used to say. Like, do you even think about bowls even close now that the college football playoff? Like, they've already been kind of waning. Like, they're great for gamblers, but they're not great for gamblers because you don't know who the hell's going to play. I don't know if they're going to die completely. Maybe a couple of the big ones survive, and it's like they expand to 16, or that wouldn't work. However, some smart person put it in Chat GPT. What would be the best formula? And I don't even believe I would complain about that. Because if I look at the college football playoff rankings, while I believe there's only a few teams that could actually win the national championship, I think it's Oregon, Ohio State. I have to throw in, of course, Alabama, Ole Miss, and Georgia, and Tennessee even. I mean, Boise State's been balling. They hung up in there with Oregon. Can they continue to hang? That's like 6 possible teams. I mean, I don't believe SMU or BYU could win it. I don't believe Miami could. They got no defense. Boise State can't score. BYU can't score enough. Colorado's been hotter than Cooter Brown. But I also watched them get, shellacked earlier in the season by Nebraska. Just run the bleep over. I don't know, man. There's some. I mean, people would go crazy seeing these teams. And plus, I think bowl games are dying.
They are.
But man, the college football playoff. I don't believe. I'm sure somebody's going to be complaining. I don't think Indiana could win a national title. I don't believe in Texas with Quinn Ewers back there playing quarterback. Somebody's going to get pressure on him, and he's going to just crumble. Man, and to be honest with you, Texas A&M, the way I saw South Carolina run down their throat, I don't believe in them. Clemson, I'm sorry, Dabo, I can't believe in you. But damn it, we would watch, wouldn't we?
Of course. Has Dabo changed his tune on the transfers? He still doesn't accept transfers?
Nah, man. He doesn't do any of that.
He's still pretty kosher. He's a kosher coach. Didn't want transfers.
He's not going to change either. But anyway, we've been talking a little bit of college football. We got the College Football Playoff Committee. I want to know what you think about the bowl games. And then we still got to kind of walk through a little bit of SEC stuff. And again, I talked about it yesterday, why Tennessee is basically out. We talked about it. I said it was, was going to happen. I honestly didn't know if they were going to. They should, because Ole Miss beat them on their field 2 weeks ago. With the strength of schedule that Georgia has, I was thinking that it's possibly that Georgia might still be ranked ahead of them, but they did have Ole Miss 9, Georgia 10, and then Tennessee's right there at 11. But under 12, you ain't getting in. And it's also, there's just so much more. We only got a couple more weeks, but there's still a lot to play out. Indiana, Ohio State is big. Is Notre Dame, USC, or Army going to knock them off? You got to think to yourself, is Tennessee going to handle their business against Vandy on the road, rivalry game, end of the year? Is there any chance that Texas gets knocked off? I think they could lose on the road playing Texas A&M. The problem with Texas is, man, once they lose, they're going to be out because they have the weakest strength of schedule you've ever seen. Their SEC opponents, Mississippi State, Oklahoma, they lost. They got beat up by Georgia. Vanderbilt, Florida, and Arkansas. They have Kentucky and A&M left. Their best win is at Vandy in reality, and it was a 3-point win. Michigan's not any good. SEC just means more. Let me know what you think out there. We'll check out some of these texts that have been coming in. Like Charlie, basically, he's saying, I still think SEC gets Bama, Texas, Georgia, and Ole Miss in.
No Tennessee for Charlie.
Man, I right now don't know how Tennessee
No
sneaks
Tennessee
in.
for Charlie.
If Texas A&M beats Texas, Tennessee can sneak up in that bad boy. Because if you have like Alabama make the SEC championship game against, I believe, Georgia, it would be, well, that's going to help solve itself.
The old Buckeyes can help them too by
Man, just
taking
beating
down
the brakes out of
by
Indiana.
beating the brakes off of Indiana.
Could happen, but man, I'll tell you one thing, that Curtis Rourke kid, man, he's been playing awesome. Their little running back and wide receiver combos are ridiculous. That little wide receiver Justice, whatever, Winston. They've been putting up points. Thing is, man, they're going to be able to do it with that Ohio State defense. We got a little more college football. I got all kinds of crazy stuff to talk about again. We had some NBA action. We got to talk about the Tigers and their trip. In fact, Grizzlies got a back-to-back, don't they?
Tonight they play the 76ers, so we'll see if...
You mean basically the Wizards?
Yeah, basically the Wizards.
How are the 76ers so bad?
Because I can tell you, good sir, on Sports Time in 3 o'clock in the evening with myself and Brian Dacus and Sports Stats Norsworthy, I picked the 76ers to win the championship. I did.
So you jinxed them.
I obviously did. Like, of course, we do a ton of picks on there, and they got to me. Darian, who's your NBA champion? I take a step back, and I look at that shiny Philadelphia 76er uniform, and I say, bam, that's it. Now look at these cats. So, kiss of death, dude.
Man, that's
why. It's all my fault.
That's pretty bad. Now, also pretty bad. Did you hear Draymond Green going off on Taylor Jenkins? And
yeah.
all that stuff on his podcast yesterday? Damn, he came hard, didn't he?
He even went back to last year's playoffs.
Mm-hmm. He don't like the Grizzlies. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about what happened in the game. Dalton Connect lighting it up over there in L.A. Right now, it looks like an early steal of the draft, doesn't it?
I mean, they gave him to him. They gave him to him, man. He was supposed to be a top 10 pick easily.
Falls to the Lakers. I can't believe they actually did the right thing.
Can't believe the Lakers
got
actually
one pick
playing
right.
Yeah. Oh, stop it. Oh, stop it.
Their second pick was Bronny James, who's like G League debut or second G League game of the night was just abysmal.
You could have given him that nickname. You can call him G League James. I think that's G League James instead of Bronny.
Instead of Bronny, G League James. That is pretty good. I like that. That's catchy.
It actually is.
I like that.
His
also
pops
talked to a lot of
but
people yesterday who 100% agreed with me on the Heisman Trophy. You know why? Because I was putting
because they're Colorado haters.
Because 110 or 2 5s. Again, Travis Hunter is basically 2 mids and 2 5s. He's a 5 is a solid scorer in college football. He's a good defensive back. He is a good wide receiver. But he is not the creme de la creme.
So they want the one dime?
You want the 10 because you want the one who's like the best of the best. Like, and I'm thinking about it in terms of women. You want the finest women on planet Earth. That way, when she's nagging, you don't care. 2 5s, let me tell you something. You'll be shrugging both of them off. Instead of just having one that annoys you, you'll be like, damn, got 2 of these people annoying me. Believe it, you know what I'm saying? So, Heisman talk, I'm still going with one of the quarterbacks or Genty. Travis Hunter, just because you play the most snaps doesn't mean you're the best football player. Now, what you're doing is one of the most incredible feats I've seen as an athlete. And his impact on his team is great, but I think still Shedeur Sanders has a bigger impact on the Colorado Buffaloes than even the great Travis Hunter.
I don't think anyone can argue with it. You take Shedeur off their team and they're trash.
Yes. I mean, he can't throw it to himself and he can't tackle everybody because he only got 24 tackles on the season. I mean, 24 tackles, 3 interceptions.
So Travis Hunter has been digressed down to 2 Kristen Cavalaris. He's 2 of those 5.
And you know what happens with Kristen Cavallari? Every time she sleeps with the man, she goes on a podcast and says how they're so much better than her ex-husband, Jay Cutler. And you don't want that in your life, do you? Go creme de la creme. We got to take a quick timeout. Coming back on the other side, we'll talk a little NBA action. I got a little Hardenwood at 12 o'clock today. I think we got a little guest I'm working on here at 12:30, a little sneak attack. And, of course, what are we betting on to close out the show? Don't touch the dial. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the log cabin.
At Jason's Deli, when you're dining in or picking up curbside, you can expect wholesome food and no surprises. Just delicious sandwiches, crisp salads, and quick quality meals made with the freshest ingredients and no artificial trans fats, MSG, high fructose corn syrup, or artificial colors and dyes. Around here, a lot of thought goes into what we put into our food and what we take out of it. Because you're not just taking a bite, you're getting a taste of who we are. New items are constantly being created to expand our menu for all tastes and special diets, vegan and gluten-free options available. Convenience and on-time delivery you can count on. It's just a click away at jasonsdeli.com. So whether you need to feed 5 people or 5,000, the team at Jason's Deli, they have the credentials and the commitment to keep you satisfied. Freshness is nearby at Jason's Deli, locations at Ridgeway in the Parkplace Center, Upper Highland, Germantown Road in Cordova, and on Goodman Road in Highland Branch. Jason's Deli is wholesome food and no surprises.
You know the great thing about having an event catered by Central Barbecue?
What was that?
They turn any event into a cookout.
You stole that directly from their website.
Well, I didn't expect you to have looked at their website.
I've got events coming up. It's the holiday season, and there's no better way to make things easier than to have Central Barbecue cater it.
They have everything. Box lunches, meat platters, nacho bar kits.
And half and full sheet pans of their traditional barbecue sides. I'm looking at the website right now. You're quoting it verbatim.
Not exactly verbatim.
Word for word. This is a new level of lazy even by your standards.
That doesn't make it any less true. You can't beat Central Barbecue Catering.
It's just plagiarism.
Case IH is a proud supporter of the Mississippi Farm Bureau. And thanks to a membership benefits partnership, Mississippi Farm Bureau members receive a discount of up to $500 on every qualifying Case IH tractor and piece of equipment you purchase. This discount may be used with other promotions, rebates, or offers. So join Mid-South Ag Equipment and the Mississippi Farm Bureau and pocket up to $500 in savings. Call Mid-South Ag at 662-890-3141 to get your discount today.
All the wisdom of the universe is in these bones.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It's a little hump day. After hump day, people are like ready to get out there and just go to the bar, get some Tito's, and scream about why their team ain't ranked where they supposed to be. Yeah. I know, I can't wait for it today, to be honest with you. Get me some of the finest juice around, a little bit of Tito's, get my friends, and just let the complaining begin. There's no way, there's not like a better, like, honestly. November, got Thanksgiving around the corner. All of us are cracked out on the college football playoff committee and the games coming up. I know I'm cracked out on it. Straight up, man. Tyrone Bigum's in this bad boy.
A little Bigums action?
Got a little Bigum's going on. Free crack giveaway. I'm there. And that's what the college football playoff committee does. Couple texts that come in and I'm going to get to. My buddy Randy texted in. He said, man, great question. I've often wondered what and how the kids and the teachers are teaching our kids nowadays. But the real question is how they're teaching our kids to pass tests by using computerized technology. There's no need to learn anything anymore when you can Google it and get the answer in 3 seconds. Hell, that ChatGPT is off the chain, though, I hear. There's no need to learn how to spell with spell check. No need to learn math when you have calculators that are off the charts on your damn phone. It's kind of scary, isn't it? Damn, it is kind of scary. Damn, Randy, now you got me thinking. I'm more concerned about it. I was trying to use technology for good.
No, Randy's barking up the right tree. I saw an adult that could not repeat the ABCs. And not like a young adult. It wasn't like a 40-year-old person. It was like a 19, 20-year-old.
20-year-old.
Yeah.
We calling them adults now?
I mean, I said young.
Just kidding.
Young adult.
No,
young adult.
Young adults, man.
They're young adults. They ain't big
When you can go to
adults.
jail or be drafted, you can vote.
You're still a young adult, though.
You a young adult because you crazy.
But young, they could not recite the ABCs.
You being serious?
Dead.
He said we
serious.
learned our ABCs and now they're learning how to code.
Uh-huh.
In schools in general, it's a shame we don't identify our kids' strengths and interests at a young age instead of treating them like sheep for 12 years and leaving them clueless. Damn.
He's correct.
Anyway, truly hats off to any young person pursuing higher learning and higher school. Our future depends on you. Yeah, the College Football Playoff Committee and everybody in the SEC, Big 10, Big 12, ACC, and the independent at-large team, they're freaking out too, saying, let's use this technology, because a lot of them are probably young. But, man, I'm coming around. I do enjoy the complaining again, because I'm going to sit back, relax, enjoy a few Tito's, and just let it just come drip all over, just the best. And then another text came in, and it says, my man Charlie, this is going to cut deep for Tennessee fans. He says, nope, that's not Charlie. Charlie says he thinks Bama, Texas, Georgia, and Ole Miss are the teams that get in out of the SEC. And then, this is the one I was looking for. He said, some nice person out there said, Tennessee can't win it. You can't win it because you got to score. That's kind of a painful truth when we do talk about Tennessee. Their defense is great. Nico is young, but he's very, very talented. I still think they need to get him out of the pocket and run more. Squirrel, he needs to hold on to the ball more. But even for a Josh Heupel offense, even as great as Dylan Sampson's been this year running the ball, they've been pretty pathetic when it comes to scoring. I mean, when you give up only 19 points on the road and lose, like, your offense didn't do its job. That's what happened in Fayetteville. That 25 points against Oklahoma doesn't look impressive. Beat Kentucky by 10, scoring 28.
John, you may have some people that are confused on why Tennessee is actually out when they're actually 11th in the playoffs. Did you take a peek at that and see that Boise is actually in the 4 slot?
Yes, and that probably Memphis fans are looking at that and saying, that could have been our spot.
Yep.
And let me tell you why. If Memphis did actually end up going undefeated today, was the highest, like, if Boise State falls in the championship game and Memphis was elevated to that high spot, they definitely would either give them the bye or put them at the 12.
Man, you would go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs for that, man.
Because you know why, though? You can't give Memphis a home college football playoff game currently.
With a hole in the stadium?
With a hole in the stadium. The whole world watching, you got a hole.
Yeah, Kirk Herbstreit in there.
Shoot.
No, you couldn't do that. But, I mean, we'd accept it, I guess.
Oh, man, we'd be all up in that junt.
Yeah, but
everybody be fired up. We'd be college football playoff crazy. I'm just saying that nobody's going to let them play here.
Yeah. But it's actually nuts how it ended up falling out. Right now, Boise's at the 4. BYU is in the 12 slot, but they're actually ranked 14th. That's nuts. The reason that they're in is because they are the 5th highest ranked conference champion.
Like BYU, they got to bring somebody in right now. The projections, which I kind of don't disagree on them. Kenny Dillingham's Arizona State team's playing awesome. Colorado's playing good. I think either team of them right now could just really handle BYU. I'm not all that impressed with BYU. I mean, it took a penalty against Utah for them to beat them because there was one of the most BS calls I've ever seen. And I have a feeling that on the road, BYU
ain't the same.
Well, they're going to Arizona State right now, and Kenny Dillingham is like coaching his keister off. Like, dude. And I think Arizona State drops BYU like a bad habit.
So that door opens for Colorado.
Yes, it does. You could probably have Arizona. Well, Colorado's got to get past Kansas this week, man. Don't be messing with Lance Leopold. Kansas is at home.
And they just came off a win at BYU.
Mm-hmm. Kids are flying a little high. That's going to be a good game. I still think Colorado gets it. The only thing that really scares me is because Vegas. Why do you set this line at Colorado only has to win by a field goal? Doesn't that make you want to jump on the Buffs? I kind of do. I saw a nice little story about Deion Sanders. Did you see the 100-year-old woman, by the way, speaking of Colorado?
It's Miss Peggy. He's introduced Miss Peggy to the world ever since he got there, man.
Dude.
She had a twin.
She did have a twin.
Yep, twin passed away. She's been Colorado all of her life. And shout out to Miss Peggy, man. They sang happy birthday to her.
Dude, and not only that, the whole stadium sang happy birthday to her. He hung out with her, brought her to the press conference, and he opened up an apparel line in honor of her, like Colorado Buffs gear. She said it was the happiest day of her life. She said the only thing that was missing was her twin sister.
Was her sister.
Which was also sweet, dude. I had to turn away because, I get a little emotional about things like that. Sweet little old ladies. My great-grandmother lived to be 100. Up until she was about 99, she still beat my butt. She would always hit me with a broomstick. Grannies today don't beat their grandkids with broomsticks anymore. My mom's nice.
My grandmother had a police baton.
Really?
Yeah. So
That's
your
worse.
grandma had the broomstick. My grandma had a police, and she held it under her pillow.
And by the way, my grandmother would also hit any of my friends who
Of
got
course.
inside the refrigerator. Like, my grandmother didn't understand that we weren't in the Depression anymore.
That's crazy, dude. Our grandmas were the
Like,
same.
she beat the tar out of me and my friends if we ever tried to sneak food out of the house after school.
You are correct. Buddy of mine, we wouldn't go to sleep. I mean, mind you, we're 18 years old. Grandma told us to go to sleep. We're in the other room. She barges in with that little deal. Whop, whop, hits my buddy. Still to this day at 41 years old. He's like, dude, you remember your grandmother beat us? Like,
Yup.
so, yeah, friends and all.
You gotta love it. But Colorado big game against Kansas on the road. There's a lot of big action. Again, everybody at 11 o'clock is going to be paying attention to Indiana and Ohio State. I mean, this game for me is hard. It's hard when you got Ohio State, a 13.5-point favorite, to actually think Indiana can go on the road as soft as their schedule's been. But if you say it's soft, they haven't beaten anybody like Tennessee like by a few points. Like, they're killing folks. Their closest win of the year was against Michigan, I believe, because they beat Michigan State by 37. They beat Nebraska by like 50. Like, they dropped people this year really bad. Hell, they score. I like points in big games because you think it might be a little bit tight. But I do think Ohio State and hopefully does go out there and just open up a can.
As they should.
Quinshon Judkins, the former Ole Miss Rebel, running mad. I could see that. I could definitely see that. But also, again, to remind you, bring it when you think, what do you think? I still want to hear somebody ask me, like, what do you think happens to the bowls? Like, I love a good bowl. A good one. But watching, like, the Birmingham Bowl, unless there is nothing for me to gamble on, I mean, those bowl games have gotten so almost ridiculous to gamble on because you have no clue what you're going to get. Now, you can say, well, John, watch the game and go in line. Well, I don't know. Like, I had a couple in-line bets last year during the bowls, and then they came out and played a different quarterback. And I'm like, what?
No, those get they're not worth it anymore.
Oh, little homies, like, just wanted to play the first half. What?
So he's going to the NFL. He just wanted to play the first half.
Like, don't. Oh, we got to see what our young. And hell, also, you've got to play your young players to keep them happy now because of NIL. And you can bounce like you wouldn't believe. Bowl games are actually now becoming very tricky for coaches to navigate. Who do I play? How do I play? How do I handle this kid saying he's not going to play?
But you had it earlier. You said nothing but seniors that want to put some more film on, or young guys,
Or
no
young
stars.
dudes who hadn't,
Yep.
got on the field.
Yep. If I've been on the bench or the pine all year and they say Johnny's out, you're starting today. Oh my God, me? Yeah. So
Have you heard anybody talk about actually the bowl games though?
no, they're horrible now. Like they're futile. They almost non-existent. It's going all to the big bowls. Just like, no, you're right. It's a problem, but they don't care. The NCAA doesn't care about that because the wealthy are getting wealthy. They don't care about those little guys. If that happens, like what you're saying, like it just totally diminishes, that means the playoffs grew. More money, more money, more. They ain't worried about that.
SEC, Big Ten taking a big chunk too. ACC, Big 12 just trying to hold on, and everybody else is praying that they get eaten up like Memphis is by one of those other four conferences. Hell, we still got to see what's going to happen out with the war with the Mountain West and the Pac. Who's going where? That's going to be also strange. College football is crazy. NCAA is nuts. But we got to talk a little bit about the Grizzlies last night. They did not win against they haven't won a cup game. They're 0-6 going back to last year.
Nope. Because they were hurt last year.
And then this year they ran into the Lakers on the road. And then last night they ran into Russell Westbrook.
Yes. Triple-double Russ.
200th of his career.
200,
all
man.
over Grizzlies fans' face.
And you're right about that SEC and Big Ten. They get 58% of the college football playoff money. ACC and Big Ten, 32. Everybody else pretty much splits the rest.
Yep, which is crumbs. But those are big crumbs, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're getting crumbs off of millions and millions of dollars, those aren't bad crumbs. We got to take a quick break, though. Speaking of crumbs, talking about crumbs kind of got me hungry. Man, I might hit up Lost D. You ever been there?
No, I need to go.
Not a bad little joint. Not a bad little joint right around the corner. I'm going to have to check that out. They got one on Quincy Park. Don't you dare touch the dial. Back in 2 Shake. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Start your day with Sports 56 Mornings with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10, right here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Simple, smooth, and every sip is easy as the last. Tito's handmade vodka tastes just as good with tap water as it does your favorite mixers. Back in the day, Tito distilled, hand-bottled, taste-tested, sent out to a few friends, then taste-tested again to give you the finest juice around. No frills, no flavors, no fancy labels, just the good stuff, just Tito's. For recipes, videos, and more, visit Tito'sVodka.com. Distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume, mainly 80 proof, crafted to be savored responsibly.
Rick's Powder Coating for a beautiful finish every time. Rick's Powder Coating specializes in automotive, ornamental, residential, and industrial coating. With 2 conveyor lines and the largest batch ovens in the Mid-South, Rick's can accommodate all of your powder coating needs. Locally owned and operated since 2002, Rick's Powder Coating will customize a beautiful finish just for you. Drop by or call to see how Rick's Powder Coating can bring color to your life. 901-367-2771 or rickspowdercoating.com.
Napa Cafe celebrates 26 years in 2024. Hi, I'm Glenda Hastings, owner of Napa Cafe, and I want to thank you for making us part of your dining experiences. Treat yourself tonight with a delightful dinner. Maybe start with an appetizer like our baked sweet peculiar peppers stuffed with goat cheese and mozzarella, finished with basil pistou, and move on to one of our cozy dishes like the double chocolate stout braised boneless beef short ribs with tonkatsu sauce and creamy mashed potatoes, or a fresh seafood dish like our pan-roasted ginger buttered sea bass with cilantro soy vinaigrette. I get hungry just talking about it. Don't forget about dessert, our famous sweet buttermilk pie with brown sugar sauce, or drink your dessert with one of our signature dessert cocktails, like the lemon cheesecake martini, lemony, icy, frothy, and dusted with graham cracker crumbs. Napa Cafe, open Wednesday through Saturday for dinner starting at 5 o'clock. For reservations, visit our website at napacafe.com. Come join us as we celebrate 26 years of Napa Cafe. We can't wait to serve you.
Getting engaged soon? Don't make her settle for one of those knockoff mass-produced rings you find at most jewelry stores. Get to Genesis Diamonds and get her that one-of-a-kind ring she really wants from a world-class designer. Hey, it's Eric Hasseltine, and Genesis Diamonds has the rings on every woman's wish list. Truly handcrafted rings made in the USA from names like Tacori, Coraggio, and dozens more. We're not even allowed to sell these amazing brands, but you can get them at Genesis. This is one amazing store owned by a former diamond wholesaler. Every diamond is straight from the gutter with rock-bottom prices, and nothing's held back. They'll show you the inside secrets of the diamond business and teach you how to buy like a dealer buys. They can also explain the differences between natural and lab-grown diamonds, so you can buy with total confidence. We're lucky to have Genesis here, so check them out. It's extended. You won't thank me. Check them out online at genesisdiamonds.com.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Can you tell that I go a little bit slower this last week or two?
Nah, not slower.
Boy, I pause a little more because I can't breathe. Still can't breathe, bro. What is going on? Like, is everybody else having the same problem?
You need those chili flakes you were talking about the other week.
Man, I need something, damn it. I just started taking some antibiotics. Ain't done jack. Hadn't helped nothing.
Try your hot toddy.
I'll try that. I like hot toddies. And it's hot, so it's probably going to be good going down. Now, this is one other thing I wanted to mention about the college football playoff bracket. Darian pointed out, Ohio State, if it ended up like this, they would dance in the street.
Dude.
First round game at home against BYU, they would smack BYU so hard it's not even funny. Second round game against Boise State, shoot, you're walking to the semifinals. The only problem is
your Heisman Trophy. You're a Heisman Trophy guy, right?
You're who? Yeah, I'm a Heisman.
Genty. They would be going against Genty.
I hate
right?
to say it, dude. He's great, man. But this is like a full blown like I mean, Oregon early in the year wasn't clicking the way they are. It took Dylan Gabriel a little bit to get going. Now he's rolling. The defense is set. Dan Lanning's just balling out. I think Ohio State would smack Boise State, but then they would have to play either, Oregon against the winner of the Alabama-Notre game. That's kind of a little whatever. And Georgia would love where they're at because I think they have no problem going to see James Franklin in the whiteout at Penn State. I think Georgia would roll Penn State. Still not trusting the offense all that much, but Georgia's defense against James Franklin, Penn State's not good at scoring against anybody.
But their defense, it would be their defense versus which Carson Beck you get.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I don't know if the Lambo or the Cavender twin have completely destroyed him. His first 3 series, remember, against the Tennessee game, they went 3 and out. But did you notice that he kind of caught fire? Like he was balling that second half especially. Hell, he got that second quarter. Still can't believe he was just using Delp, hitting the tight end over and over. Like, why don't you cover that dude?
I'm with you, though. I would take the winner of them over that U game. So, yep.
I was going to say, yeah, then Georgia would walk Miami because their defense is trash. Cam Ward is special. But you can't live on the edge and expect to beat Georgia 42-35 because you're going to be 35 in that scenario.
And that's the way the U rolls, on the edge. They don't win pretty. It's on the edge.
And then, of course, last but not least, Ole Miss would love where
they
they're
would
at.
love where they would love where
Indiana. And I would tell you that would be kind of interesting game. That defensive front might just smack Indiana, eat up Curtis Rourke. I saw him get eat up in the MAC, man. People don't like when a bunch of people are collapsing around your feet.
I'm with you, though. I like Ole Miss exactly where they are. They would,
and then they would also, I think they would roll Texas because that defensive front would have my little man Quinn Ewers scared to death. Like Quinn Ewers in a clean pocket against a bum team looks like a superstar. Quinn Ewers against anybody good that gets any pressure, he looks like he wants to run and hide.
In this situation, do you know what you just projected?
What?
3 SEC teams in one Big Ten. You would have Ohio State, Alabama, Ole Miss, and Georgia in the Final Four.
Damn, I'm a homer. You know what?
But you just did it the correct way, though. I don't think you just did it in home. You just straight up went down and you had the eye test, what you see. And unfortunately, how it is how that will fall.
The one that's scary is Alabama, actually. Like, Oregon is good. They're talented, and Dylan Gabriel spins the ball well.
Okay. Yeah, I can see
That's the one. But again, Jalen Milroe is a freak, and now that he's using his legs and he's throwing it deep to Ryan Williams, they're scoring. And their defense, I don't know if you noticed, they've kind of shored things up. Like, they look more like Alabama now than like earlier in the season.
And I like quiet Alabama.
Right
too.
now, like Alabama against Vandy, that didn't look like Alabama.
No.
Alabama against Tennessee, lucky Tennessee's defense is great because Alabama couldn't do jack. Damn, we've been talking college football for a whole hour.
Because you told the MLB this yesterday, sir.
Nobody cares
you
about
said it yesterday.
your stupid awards.
This was going to dominate today, as it should. So who won the award? Do you have any idea?
Dude, you know, I was in Oxford last night. I didn't even look up this
I know.
morning. I didn't even think about it for one iota. The Managers of the Year was awarded last night. I think you need to Google. I need a little Google help.
But you
over
told
there,
them
D.
that. It's like, why are you guys doing this?
And I'm a baseball fan. Big one. Golly, I got another text praying here for my buddy UTJ over there at Top Gun Memphis. He believes what I believe. Texas L ain't that good. I could 100% see Texas losing on the road at A&M. And then the Vols, because Texas ain't going to sniff the SEC championship game.
I got your winners when you're ready.
Who won last night's MLB Manager of the Year award?
All right. Well, AL or NL first? Doesn't matter.
AL.
All right. AL, we got Mr. Stephen Vault.
Whoa. No joke.
Fastest person to go from player to manager of the year in MLB history.
Damn. My boy Vote be like balling then.
And drumroll, in his first full season as an MLB skipper, Pat Murphy.
Damn.
For the Brewers.
So they gave a lot of rep. They gave some love to Cleveland and Milwaukee.
Yep, Milwaukee. Yes, sir.
I knew they weren't going to put Boone in that joint.
You think Boone did a good enough job in it?
No, dude. He lost, man. He was terrible. Terrible.
What about Dave Roberts? He didn't deserve it.
He did. He did. I mean, he does have, everybody and their grandmother. Now he navigated a terrible pitching staff. Had to rely on his bullpen.
And in case you're
I can
wondering,
go with him big time.
in case you're wondering, Pete, we got the Cy Young tonight. So.
Scooball. Don't you agree?
Oh yeah,
Tart, Scooball.
Easy.
Scooball.
The NL is where it may get sticky, but that should be Sale. Sale wrap that up pretty
Well,
early.
I think Chris is going to win for sure, actually. I mean, the Braves lost all their starting pitching. They lost their MVP from the year before in Ronald Acuna. I mean, everybody was hurt.
And Sale
Austin
kept that train.
Riley. I mean, Michael Harris Jr. Everybody on that team missed some time. And their pitching staff outside of Sale and starting was not any good.
And you got to think he got him
And
out
they
of the
made
wild
the
card too.
playoffs.
Yep, he got him out of that first playoff game deal and got him to San Diego where they got smoked.
Yeah, Chris Sale's going to win the NL. And again, why are you doing it this late?
Because they want to interrupt your
Like,
college
when
program.
you think of turkey, do you think of, like, baseball? Because I've been thinking about turkey and dressing and pumpkin pie.
Turkey, pumpkin pie, and high heart ones.
And then I'm like, oh, what are we talking baseball? Why are we talking baseball? Like, I don't know if you know that's over. That is the one thing about the NFL, though. Even after the Super Bowl, like, you chill. But for, like, that month, you're still talking draft, getting ready for that. They carry, like, nobody carries the season like the NFL. But I was also listening to Dave. He gave me some more numbers. I couldn't believe that the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson fight was the most streamed jaunt ever.
Yeah, anything. Most streamed sporting event. But you got to believe it because streaming is still early. It's still early.
Well, damn it, it's still like, I mean, come on now.
No, you give it his props, but it's still early. Somebody's going to break that. A Super Bowl will break that. When the first
They
Super Bowl
ain't
is
gonna
all
stream
streamed,
that jaunt
get
till,
watched.
like, I mean, I don't know if they're going to, man, like, them networks, you think they're going to ever
Yes.
let you come off that bad boy?
Amazon is going to buy that Super Bowl and everything's going to be streamed. Watch.
Is that, which one's that, the Prime?
Yep, that's the Prime one.
I don't ever watch Prime. Is it got
The Prime is
anything
the
good?
decent one. Not really.
Oh, wait, I do watch it on Thursday night.
The Prime is the decent one. It's the peacock that we, is stealing money from us because we watch nothing on it, but they want $7.99. So
I got every one of those damn things. And cable. I don't know why I'm doing this. You know what? It just made me realize I need to tighten up my ship.
no, I guess I need to step my game because Dacre says he has everything too, every streaming deal, every last one.
I mean, how would you not? Because they got sports on them. Man, we've been talking college football. Just so you know this, on the other side, I'm going to do a little hardwood because it feels so good. And I will say, I got some funny stories. Speaking of Jake Paul, his brother's one of his stories. Logan, who's the WWE superstar, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Logan
guy
Paul.
talking crazy to Mike after the match.
Man, I like what he did, though, yesterday. I'll tell you more about that. And speaking of WWE, you know we usually have Dustin Starr on, but he's at the Hustle game. You know the Hustle was going on? Do the Hustle. Did you know that?
The Hustle playing right now?
Like, I think right now. Yeah, like I think they 11 o'clock. Hustle. He'll be at the PA table today. But one of his guys did get signed by the WWE last Sunday. He'll be back next week to talk about that. That's pretty damn huge. Like, one of his guys gets signed with the... I mean, that's impressive. Damn, dude. Good job, Dustin. And Logan Paul's a WWE guy. We got a little sports and some wrestling to talk about. I got to give you a couple NFL nuggets, too.
The Hustle are winning, man, right now. Live against Osceola.
Too bad the Grizzlies couldn't win a cup game last night. You won the wrong Nuggets game.
They won the wrong quarter.
You won the wrong game. We still got to talk on the other side during Hardwood. Draymond Green, like, basically pimp slapped Taylor Jenkins and Zach Edey and kind of side-eyed Ja Morant. We got so much fun stuff to talk about, so do me a favor. Don't you dare touch the dial. We're back in 2 Shakes. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Take your basketball skills to the next level at Shoot 360 Memphis. Shoot 360 is a revolutionary basketball training facility that combines cutting-edge technology with gamification and provides instant, objective feedback, hands-on, one-on-one expert coaching. And now, introducing Shoot 360 Cordova, a newly renovated 50,000 square foot facility with 2 NBA regulation-sized courts, 3 high school-sized courts, and 4 shooting bays with Shoot 360 technology. Memberships are now on a monthly basis. And yes, you can become a member at both locations. Whether you're an aspiring young talent, NBA player, or looking for a unique workout, all skill levels are welcome at Shoot 360 Memphis to learn proper shooting and passing techniques, improve fundamentals, and gain a competitive edge while having fun. Shoot 360 Memphis now in Cordova and Collierville. Call them today at 901-779-3176. That's 901-779-3176. The future of basketball training is here. Shoot 360 Memphis.
Hey everybody, it's the thankful month and All-Star Chevy here in Olive Branch has red tags on everything. New 24s and 25s. Gotta love these new affordable Equinoxes for $25. Red tags, 0% financing, a ton of cash for you. Red tags on Silverados, the new 24s with 1.9 plus $3,750 in cash. New Colorado trucks, financing down to 1.9 and not one payment until February. Hey, your good credit deserves it. If you're law enforcement, first responder, healthcare, military, education, recent grad, you get an extra $500 bonus. All-Star has pre-owns that you want. Jeep and SUVs, Toyota, Nissan, Suburbans, Tahoes, and tons of pre-owned Silverados. If you have any vehicle you want to sell, bring it here to All-Star Chevy in Olive Branch and get the most money for it today. Drew and everyone at All-Star Chevrolet in Olive Branch wishes you and your family a very happy Thanksgiving. Together, let's drive. AllStarAutoGroup.com.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Billy, your gas light's on. We need to stop and fill up.
No way, Jen. Gas around here is too expensive. We can make it a little further.
Billy, listen to your big sister. You don't need to drive all over searching for the lowest gas prices. Do what I do and use Upside.
Upside?
Do you live under a rock, Billy? Upside is the hottest cashback app out there. It's free to download and you get real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. I use it all the time and I've already made around $200.
You can make that kind of cash back just for buying the gas you have to buy anyway?
Yes, I'm looking at the Upside app now and there's a gas station at the next exit offering 25 cents per gallon cash back.
Okay, I'm stopping to download Upside and fill up my tank. Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code KIND to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code KIND for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code KIND for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Tom also lost $30 million in problems like me know that not real money.
the Family Leisure Studios. We are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis.
That was one of those things. When things get too heavy, just call me helium.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It is Wednesday, baby. A little hump day action. Working on a little special guests for 12:30. Couple special guests. Two, that means. A couple. Two. Thruple. Three.
Thruple. I was going to say, what's a thruple? Three.
But we got to do a little bit of Hardwood. We got to have a little bit of fun. I got some crazy stories about Mike Tyson. I learned so much about just life yesterday. We're going to break down some life. Like Mike Tyson's butt. When everybody saw it, I didn't see what Jason Kelsey and Travis did. And it's a life lesson. I'm going to work on my glutes. I'll just let you know I'm working on my glutes. Another thing that I'm going to be working on is really nothing in my backyard. Because, you know why?
Why is that?
Because, man, I got like this dope security gate. Kind of keeps everything out. The dog's in. Looks really good. You know how I got it? I went to myautomaticgates.com. It's like the best. They've been doing this for over 40 years. They come out to your crib. Doesn't matter. Like they do residential, commercial, industrial needs. That includes repairs, maintenance, installation. Automatic Gates Construction specializes in the designing and installing of automatic gates and fencing that seamlessly blend security, functionality, and aesthetic appeal. Elevate the safety and efficiency of your property with a premium gate solution. Automatic Gates Construction. Go to myautomaticgates.com because it's baller. And by the way, once you got like that little fenced-in area, only thing you need in the world is a blower, a backpack blower. And you're like, and that's not a purple Terminator. That's my blower. And they sound almost like no. Never mind. Anyway,
only
effects.
Homeowners understand. I'm with you. I'm with you on it.
But man, like, let me just tell you, man, check them out. Awesome, awesome solutions. Let's go to Hardwood. That was sounding pretty. What was that? That hurt my ears.
It's a weird computer.
Whoa! You trying to hurt me, aren't you?
Yeah. Computer made me mad.
So Jake Paul, Mike Tyson drew 108 million viewers. I learned two things yesterday from Travis and Jason Kelsey from their podcast.
What's that?
So, it broke so many records from one reason. It was when Mike Tyson went bare ass for the full world to see. Travis Kelsey said his first inclination was, that's the funniest thing I ever seen. And he said he took a screenshot and he sent it to every person that he knew. Jason Kelsey said until he got a screenshot of Mike Tyson's butt, he wasn't even watching the fight. And he was like, oh yeah, Tyson Paul are on. So he turns it on. But Jason Kelsey noticed something that was really, really good. Travis is just laughing, okay? Getting more people to watch, helping him break records. Jason was the smart person. He said, when I saw Tyson's rear, it gave me a great idea what was definitely about to go down. He said, I didn't think Mike was going to win before, but I knew when I saw those cheeks, he wasn't going to win. Lose your glutes, lose your game. He's got an old man ass in that photo. So he bet on Jake Paul. Why didn't I think of that?
Oh, man.
Lose your glutes, lose your game.
So that debunks the theories that he took a dive, right?
Dude, old man ass is terrible. I need to seriously go start focusing on that.
You don't want to get like Mike?
No,
I
dude.
thought everybody wanted to be like Mike.
Like that, like Mike when he was ferocious and eating your
Be
children.
like Mike. Thought everybody
I'm
wanted to be like Mike.
ferocious. Dude, I can't believe that though. That's genius. But that just shows like how different the brothers are. Travis is a goofball. And by the way, he like sent it to, of course, Taylor Swift and all of his little buddies. But Jason made coin from seeing the derriere. Kelsey just got a laugh. He made coin. Now, we talk about Jay Cutler a little bit because I've been worried about Jay Cutler. Kristen Cavallari just went on last week again to talk about one of her other scores. And again, said how great this man was in bed. Oh, it was Jason Statham, right? The actor.
Statham.
Dude, he makes bald look good, doesn't he?
He always has. All
How
good
do you
movies.
pull that off?
You get buff first, put on some muscles, John.
All right, dude. I didn't want to, but like maybe at this old age, I just need to like say screw it.
Plus,
Give
you
me
have a great head of
give
hair.
me some
I think Statham would trade you the muscles for your hair.
And don't forget the beard, brother.
Yeah, he'd take it off.
By the way, Jay Cutler's beard is so ugly. He needs it. Like some dudes just don't. If it's patchy and you a 40-year-old man, let me tell you something.
They
You
get
ain't
rid of
getting
it.
no props from no women. They're like, damn, man. You didn't fulfill puberty, did you? But Jay Cutler's got a big beard, and the reason I bring up Jay Cutler again, because I've been telling you, Kristen Cavallari just this week was talking about on another podcast about how Jason Statham was amazing in the sack. And Jay Cutler basically was terrible. I mean, that's just basically what she always says. And it's kind of rude, by the way. You know that? Like, when are you going to stop hating this man?
I mean, she had moved on.
I mean, she's moved on like 30 times. What are you talking about?
Mentally, like inside. She still can love him, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, well, now she's going to be really
Oh,
hurting
yeah.
his feelings. Do you know what? Everybody out there, if you're like a A or B list celebrity, just slide into Kristen Cavallari's DMs because she's going to say yes and give it up. Because Jay Cutler, just a month after his DUI where he tried to bribe the guy,
2 G's.
went way too low, man. You got to go, man, come on now. Come on now. Like, that was just low. Like, low ball. Like, why you gonna low ball somebody with your life? Another bad thing. Jay Cutler, shave your beard and don't low ball people. But Jay Cutler got engaged to Samantha Robertson. Now, my question is, I don't know who she is. I mean, hey, to be honest with you, I'm just gonna say she's kind of mid.
She's all right.
She's all right. Man, dude, he's rich, bro. Remember what I said to you, the difference between... what was I talking about one day? Oh, how do you know the difference between a rich man and a poor man?
Oh, yeah, how?
Huh?
How?
A rich man single. With multiple girlfriends.
Little Hugh Hefner action.
Yeah, man. Look
She's
at
all right,
you.
man. She's all right. Little Robertson, she's all right.
She's okay. But anyway, Jay Cutler, I think he went ahead and got engaged because he's so tired of Kristen Cavallari breaking his, you know what? He just wants to prove to the world that he can get a woman. I don't think this marriage is going to make it because your whole goal in marriage is to find everlasting love, not prove to the world that you're terrible in the sack.
So what's your over-under on it? 1 year?
Well, I mean, Jay's too soft to, like, break up with her. She'll end up leaving him when she realizes the only thing he's using her for is, will you go on again your Instagram page and say how awesome I am today? Will you post a couple pictures of us doing kinky stuff? Like, I mean, that's the only reason he's going to be... She's like, you know what? Why did I do this? And then she's going to take Jay and take another half of his money.
Uh-oh. Robertson, she's coming off a divorce as well, good brother.
Uh-oh.
She was previously married to Trace Ayala, an actor and close friend of Justin Timberlake.
No way.
Yep.
JT.
He's a friend, so she was married to one of JT's friends.
How did JT snag Jessica Biel? And she's smoking hot. Isn't that his wife? I think that's her name.
Is he with Jessica Biel now?
I think that's her name, bro.
I thought he was with the girl from Cameron Diaz. He done with Cameron Diaz.
Yeah, because after that scene with her hair and stuff, like everybody kept coming over there and just he couldn't handle it anymore. Do you remember when she got that thing in her hair? Come on, Google man. By the way, speaking of the sack, Adam Schefter made me want to vomit. Did you see what Adam Schefter did with TMZ the other day? I think or was it who was it? It might have been. I don't know who he was with.
You're right again, Sarah Jessica Biel.
I am. Yeah, she was pretty hot.
After Cameron Diaz.
I mean, well, nobody's going over to Jessica Biel's house to put things in her hair. You know what I'm saying?
Hopefully she'll be at the FedEx Forum this Saturday. JT performs.
This Saturday?
Yeah, JT's in town this Saturday, FedEx.
Really? That's not.
Give you a little JT before, Thanksgiving.
I haven't heard anything about this. Is it like going to be sold out? And did people like really care about JT anymore?
I would think a certain age still does. Some young
like,
ladies.
Don't you get a little bit at a point where you can't do the boy band thing?
Oh yeah, he can't do that.
Like,
this is
what's
all
he do
JT.
now?
My love.
Like, you know what I would say the funniest JT thing I've ever seen is, do you remember just a Richard in the Box from Saturday Night Live?
Yeah.
That was great.
He's pretty good on SNL. It's the Forget Tomorrow World Tour. That's what he's on.
Forget Tomorrow. Like, what does that even mean?
I
Forget
don't,
Tomorrow.
I don't know. But tickets are low as $33.
Forget tomorrow and pay attention to me right now in the present. I'm JT, baby. Well, that's JT. Now, Adam Schefter made me almost vomit. I'm not joking with you. This was terrible. So he goes on to a little show, and they ask him, this is driving me crazy. Oh, he tells TMZ Sports, I was right. They asked him a question as where's the weirdest place that he's ever first reported news from? Then all of a sudden he kind of sheepishly gets a little blushy, sits there for a minute, kind of ponders, should he say it? And he said he did it. He spent his time with a woman for the very first time in the sack. And he said that he confirmed that he couldn't just lay there. His phone was going off. Somebody sent him some information about a defensive back that's being suspended. He goes, basically, hold on just a second, confirms it, reports and tweets that Jun out, and then he said, and then I went back and finished the job. 2 jobs, 1 time.
How did that make you sick, John?
Because Adam Schefter, I just can't
It's
think
multitasking, man.
I know, man, but I don't know. I just don't want to think about Adam Schefter, even doing anything. And listen, I know now we're I talk about crazy stuff on the radio. I know this. But certain people, I don't want to hear it from. And Adam Schefter.
It could be worse than Shefty. This could have been Chris Berman.
Boomer.
This could have been Boomer. This could have been Boomer.
Fastest 3 minutes in
Fastest
the
3
NFL.
minutes.
I like Boom. But yeah, you know what? You're right. I wouldn't want to hear
This could have been worse.
Chris Berman, I don't know if you know, the fastest 3 minutes is not me. It's me. It's me. It's not me. It's the NFL. I'm 3:30.
Chris Berman with the loose ball foul.
So I was telling you, oh, by the way, I got a little update on, by the way. Remember the naked girl that ran into the Grey Cup? That's the Super Bowl for Canadian football.
Oh, Canada.
And do you remember how I told you, the girl buck naked, running through the field, no security chasing her, she just running naked, waving to everybody. They treated her so nice. Then when she was done, probably a little chilly because it's cold up there, she kind of walked over to security guard and they just kind of walked her off the field. She said goodbye and she waved. Naked woman, Grey Cup. I'm like, damn, Canada. How do they not have more streakers? They treat their in the United States, you run on the field naked, you got 4 dudes tackling you, chasing you around. And they usually they pile drive you.
With their little vests on.
Mm-hmm. They mad. They're like, man, I got to tackle a grown man. Or
Naked
grown
grown
woman.
man.
Naked grown man. But the naked woman, they treated her very nice. So I'm like, man,
As
I bet
they should.
I was like, man, we're about to see a lot of streakers in Canada. This is going to become a phenomenon. Well, I don't think so, because even though they treated her very nice, the buck naked girl, buck naked.
Don't tell me she got some time.
No,
Good.
they didn't give her any time.
Good.
But she's now banned from going to any of the Canadian football games.
I always
Yep.
wondered how they work. You can't stop people from
Now,
getting
this is the funny. The VD,
Uh-oh.
the VPD,
Uh-oh.
the Vancouver Police Department, they did release a statement. While she is banned from all of like the stadiums, and she won't be in any trouble as long as she doesn't go back and now trespass. They're going to file no charges. And then they also said that after they escorted her out and they did leave the venue, they took her to a treatment like related to drug and alcohol consumption, and that's where they dropped her off. Now, she wasn't there but like a day. She's back out chilling and stuff. But what I'm saying is like everybody really was nice. Like, they handled the situation pretty nice. But do you think the ban is going to keep people from streaking?
Of course not. She'll be back. All you have to do is put the little nose and glasses on like Bobby Valentine did from the Mets. Remember, he got threw out and came back to the dugout?
Oh, dude, that was one of the funniest things I've
That's
ever
all you
seen.
gotta do, man.
That was so awesome.
Yeah, you can't throw her out. Put
We
her little glasses on.
Man,
She'll
that
be
was
fine.
awesome. We talked about Logan Paul a little bit earlier. He's a WWE wrestler now. Well, yeah, he's a WWE wrestler. I think he's gotten like a lot of money from a lot of stuff.
He also threatened Mike after the bout.
Oh, yeah. He did apologize for that.
Good, as he should. I was looking at him like, what?
Yeah, dude, check yourself, bro. But Logan is getting investigated by the BBC.
Did you care to expound?
The British Broadcast Corporation.
Oh.
Where was your dirty mind?
Those guys.
Dirty
in the
mind.
in the papers.
Dirty mind. Well, Logan, by the way, is like a crypto dude or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? Like, he practices crypto and tells a lot of people where to bet their crypto and all this stuff.
He's one of those kids Randy was talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm. But the BBC, the British Broadcast Corporation, that just kills me. I can't even, I can barely talk with, I just want to bust out laughing because I'm childish. I can't help myself. But they're doing a documentary called Logan Paul, Bad Influencer, okay? So they say they have new evidence to back their accusations that the internet superstar has been promoting crypto projects without disclosing to his fans that he had a stake in the company, and that's why he got these huge returns. They say that's not fair play. They're like kind of looking into him. Logan, the guy's been reaching out to Logan on the daily, reg, saying, hey, I need you to sit down with us, answer these questions. Logan sent a lookalike to F with the dude. I gotta say, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, but there's probably going to be some federal crime at the end of the day.
Oh, no. Like, dude, that is absolutely hilarious to send a Logan Paul doppelganger to do your interview. Well, we got to take a quick time out. Got a couple special guests who are about to join us. I'm kind of excited, man. I got a champ coming in here to join us. So we'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Be sure to follow us at Sports 56 WHBQ on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to watch live video of our shows. Stay up to date with station events and have chances to win prizes. Don't miss out on anything that's going on. Follow us at Sports 56 WHBQ.
The holidays are near, and Choate's Air Conditioning, Heating, Plumbing, and Generators is here to make this season extra cozy and cheerful. For the first 50 customers who purchase a new Carrier system, tankless water heater, or a whole home generator, we have a special gift for you. Choose from a $500 gift card or 60 months no interest financing. And don't forget about Choate's Refer a Friend referral program, where you can earn up to $500. Simply refer a friend to use our services, and if they become a customer, you can earn up to a $500 Visa gift card. But hurry, this festive offer will only last through December 20th. Visit ChoatesHVAC.com or call 347-8086 to schedule your free estimate today. And turn to the experts with Choates and let our family serve your family this holiday season.
Family Leisure needs your help. Family Leisure has inventory they've got to move because you know what season is coming up. So why wait? You can complete your ultimate game room with a new pool table, a new shuffleboard, new arcade games, or just get all of them. Tons and tons of theater seating, overstocked and priced to move. 'Tis the season for fire pits, and all fire pits at Family Leisure are 20 to 30% off. You say you didn't get a spa this year? Well, say no more. Spas are in stock and they're ready for delivery and up to $1,500 off. These are just a few of the deals happening right now for a very limited time. So come on, check out their gigantic showroom. You never know what kind of deal you're going to find at Family Leisure, Whitten Road at I-40, where family and fun come together.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Billy, your gas light's on. We need to stop and fill up.
No way, Jen. Gas around here is too expensive. We can make it a little further.
Billy, listen to your big sister. You don't need to drive all over searching for the lowest gas prices. Do what I do and use Upside.
Upside?
Do you live under a rock, Billy? Upside is the hottest cashback app out there. It's free to download, and you get real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. I use it all the time, and I've already made around $200.
You can make that kind of cash back just for buying the gas you have to buy anyway?
Yes, I'm looking at the Upside app now, and there's a gas station at the next exit offering 25 cents per gallon cash back.
Okay, I'm stopping to download Upside and fill up my tank. Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code FRIEND to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code FRIEND for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code FRIEND for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Hi, this is Troy Fiveash, owner of Fiveash Roofing. I have been told that my ads are all business and I should share some of my personality. Okay, I love tongue twisters, like the one about the terrific tasting toast by Taste Tester Toaster, or Big Black Bugs, Bleed Blue Blood, and of course Sally and her seashells. Or of course the ever-present I'm a Mother Pheasant Plucker, I Pluck Mother Pheasants. Okay, enough of that. If you want an honest, fair, reasonable roofing, siding, or gutter estimate, call Fiveash Roofing at 367-0050. That's exactly what you'll get. No empty promises, no high-pressure sales tactics, and no fast-talking salesman trying to convince you that today and only today is the best day for you to get a new roof. For the record, the best day to get a new roof is when you're ready for one. Fiveash Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Fiveash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
Moving is stressful, but Black Tie Moving can take the worry out of the process. Whether you're moving across town or across country, moving your home or your office, your personal moving concierge from Black Tie Moving will work with you to design a plan that perfectly fits your budget and needs. And they're available 24/7 to answer any questions you have. Give Black Tie Moving a call at 901-316-6196 or go to blacktiemoving.com/Memphis to get your personal, no obligation quote from the moving experts at Black Tie Moving.
People just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like when you know to check that your seats are in the visitor section first before buying tickets.
I'm so excited for this game. I can't believe we got us tickets. Me too.
Look, are we on the wrong side? Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
This is going to be a long game.
You're in good hands with Allstate. Savings vary. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Yo, welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It's a beautiful hump day, and it's absolutely pretty outside, but it's getting a little chill, I heard. Is it going to be cold? Damn, got a text just now bringing all the outside plants that are potted, like them trees that she's got outside. Damn, I told you every time. Don't text me while I'm at work. You know, I'm going to talk about you on the radio, woman. Telling me it's going to get cold and freeze. Don't want our trees to die or something.
So you got to bring the plants in later?
Man, these
today?
things are big, bro. It's going to break my back. But it'll help me from getting old ass like Mike Tyson. So that's the good news.
Give your glute work.
Get my glutes work today. But anyway, we got a special guest who's on his way. He's going to join us in 2 seconds. But I got a guest in the crib. His name is Tommy Jacks. First and foremost, what up, my friend?
What is going on, Mr. Radio?
Man, just chilling like a villain, hanging out. I hear you got a little event going on this Sunday around, like, say, 5 p.m. at Minglewood?
You know it. What if I told you that I had a way to tap into some magic that barely exists anymore, and it's a type of magic that allows you to escape the outside world for a couple of hours? What if I told you that not only did I have that magic...
You got MDMA?
Look, no.
Are you sure?
But it's close, brother. This is as legal as it gets. So, and not only is that magic available, but it's...
No, DMT, I was thinking.
Yeah, there you go.
Molly's not going to do that, but DMT will.
Right. And something else that's going to do that for you. It's 901 Wrestling this Sunday.
Oh, yes.
Not only is it that rare form of magic, but it's free general admission for kids with a general admission purchase. And it is the finals of the 901 Wrestling Classic presented by the Memphis Flyer. Huge tournament. Comes down to this. We're wrapping it all up in one night. Semifinals and finals all in one night. And the winner gets a guaranteed title shot at the 901 Wrestling Championship. And that's not all. We have a huge 6-man tag main event that's got all of the top stars in the 901 in it, including the champion, Kevin Bless, Big Dave, the Bluff City Boss, Don Montana. And they are taking on the dastardly trio who tore up Live at 9 this morning of Hunter Havoc, Bobby Ford, and Shane Schaffner. And it is cannot miss. It is the final show of the year. And nobody else can offer what we're offering, which is a way to escape the outside world and to have a good time and to do it at a budget.
I love that. Like, I liked what you were thinking. I swear to you, the first thing I was thinking, I was like, my goodness, he's about to tell everybody this man's got DMT. You know, they say that's the businessman's drug. You know why? Because, like, it only mess you up for, 15 minutes, but you, live a 3-year life or something, man. Don't know anything about it. Just telling you
that
what I've
must
heard.
be how they get through all the meetings.
Yeah, just what I've heard. That's what I've heard on the streets. But now, I've also heard out on the streets, though, it's like 901 Wrestling's Buck Wild. You're at Minglewood, which is a beautiful location. Yeah. There's top notch, straight class. But I got to ask you, I didn't see anything at Live at 9. I've missed it. But where can I find some of the? What happened over there this morning?
All right, so we were trying to do something nice.
Oh no.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it didn't work out exactly the way we had planned it.
What is it they say? The road paved at hell is filled with good intentions.
Yeah, something like that. Because so what we were doing, kids getting in free to our events is a big deal. We grew
that is
up.
Awesome.
We grew up here in Memphis on Memphis Wrestling. We're trying to allow that to happen again for the kids that are growing up now. So we also like to recognize young people who are doing outstanding in their community and doing great in school. So this morning, Live at 9, we had our co-host Anthony Saint on, which you know very well.
Very well, good buddy of mine.
And we had one of our young fans,
the tribal chief of Grizz Twitter, bro.
Come on, co-host 901 Wrestling. He insane in the sane asylum. So we have him there. We're presenting an award to this nice young lady. The grappler is there, and then the three guys from the main event, one half of the main event, come through: Hunter Havoc, Bobby Ford, Shane Schaffner, and they come through and tear the little girls award up. Beat up the grappler right there on. They take over live at 9.
They tore award up?
Yeah, right there on camera. And you can see all of this on the 901 Wrestling Social, on Live at 9 Social, on Channel 3 Social. They caused a ruckus. Luckily enough, I was there to try to, appease the people at Channel 3 because they were not...
Probably weren't very happy.
Not very enthralled about it. But...
and that poor little girl... Did y'all give her another award?
We'll make sure. I didn't have another one with me, but we'll make sure we get it. And I made sure to hook her up with some merch afterwards.
Oh, good job.
Johnny, I got a question. My big question, did Sane catch any of that static? I want to know, did Sane get dropped on his dome?
I tell you, Sane does a good job of ducking out at the right time. Yeah. He is really good at that. Now, he's not been at this very long. We just brought him on right before Black Lodge had shut down, but he has been very quick to exit stage.
He's a runner.
Whenever something
goes down. He's a track star.
But those three guys are taking on three of the best guys in the territory this Sunday. Those three guys that tore up the award of this little girl. You got Big Dave, you got Don Montana, and then you have the guy that's to the left of me.
Bless.
901 Wrestling Champion, the true one of one. Kevin Bless, and he should technically be your favorite wrestler. Y'all's personality is so close. I'm telling you, this should be your guy right here.
Man, Kevin, welcome to the show. I see that big bad belt that you brought with you.
Big bad belt, top title in the territory too, and I got it. I carried that thing around, and my right shoulder bigger than my left from it. I tell you,
man,
yeah.
my right forearm's stronger than my left, but I can't tell you why on the radio. You got me tell you. Everybody in the studio is looking at their forearm.
It's been evening out since I've been champion, 901 Wrestling Champion of the world. I tell you.
How does it feel? How long have you been champ, by the way?
I've been champion for roughly 5 months, almost half a year. So I've been carrying this thing. I've been defending it, and I've been standing on business behind it. I've become a local celebrity. I walk through the ghetto, the projects. I walk through Fraser with this thing and don't get touched, and people salute me, and that's a surprise because nobody king of their old neighborhoods. You become a target. Nobody's king forever. Nobody's king forever. And I walk through there, and I'm saluted by people that should be taken from me, that's just given where we're from. And I found this opportunity here at 901 Wrestling. I stuck with it. It was a joke to everybody that I became 901 Wrestling Champion of the world. They all applaud me when I walk through that thing, and I can't help but throw my hand up like the president, like King Charles or somebody. I'm out here waving. I'm like, I feel like a monarch, man. What we doing? Am I what a national leader or what? And I am. I'm a voice of people. You know what I mean? People that come from where I come from.
Repping the 901.
Yeah, exactly. Right within the 901. I actually am 901. When you look at what Memphis is and you look at who I am, I'm a persona of the Memphis people. I'm that. I like my ghetto. I like my country. I like my rock. I like my rap. I like everything. And everybody from all walks of life, they all relate to me in one form or another.
Kevin Bless, man.
Yes,
I
told
taking
you.
it from
Yes,
8-Ball, MJG, all the way to Elvis Presley.
All the way to Elvis Presley. All of that. Johnny Cash, too. I ain't gonna leave him. I almost lived in his old house, I tell you. Yeah.
We've had a few champions, and a few of those were great champions. None in the history of 901, in my opinion,
rep the Memtown.
Have repped it or really just been solely 901. I mean, Bless is from Fraser. He knows what it takes to fight, claw, grind, and that's what this city's all about, and that's what Bless is about.
So everybody might not always agree with my views, but I tell you, they felt me at the end. Everybody done what they didn't have to do to get to where they didn't get, and everything went clean for everybody. Everybody had their struggles. Everybody had their low points, but
everybody's had a little dirt on them.
Everybody got a little dirt, a little skeleton in their closet or two. You know what I mean? And The difference is my closet was always open for people to look inside, and I'm showing you, I'm the voice in your head that you don't want to let out. I do the things that you think to do that you don't want to do, and then people feel me on it. And I got to where I am, and now everybody saw the end vision, and now I'm parading through Riverside. People, I see you, champ. I see you, champ. I'm like, hey, you see me? You see me? I stand up. You see me? Yeah, I throw my hands up. I feel I embrace it. I love my city. I'm grateful for what
Memphis, man. Most beautiful land in the whole wide world.
Making easy money, player hating in style.
I love that, man. I'm telling you, that's the truth. Got a question for real, though, tonight. You got what, 4 days until your next event?
Yes, sir.
What is the last 4 days, when you're starting to get ready and really gear up and starting to see that and visualize? What is that process? Are you getting hype? Are you getting amped? Or are you kind of just putting in the work?
Truthfully, it's intense, right? It's real intense. It's more than the weight of this belt. It's almost like the weight of the world, which I try to stand on top, 901 nonetheless. I still try to stay on top of the world, and then even then you get the world's gravity on top of your back, and then the days get shorter, and the matches, the morning you wake up eventually, and you got to go and put your life on the line and at that ring. And I always say I always had a it's them or me mentality, and I'm a bet on me every time. You know what I mean? If they gonna be the ones, or they gonna be the ones looking up at likes, they leg gonna be in there, not mine. And so just building up to it, I won't brush it off. Given who I'm going against, the guys from the news, killers, straight killers. You got Hunter Havoc, you got Shane Schaffner, and people look at Shane's size and they might go, let him get your leg, let him take your legs, let him get you on the ground. What do you do when you the same height as Shane? You see what I mean? Mm-hmm. Ain't no man taller than the other one on the ground, and then I've been in there. I'm one of the few people that can match his technicality in the whole city, and so that's a threat. Bobby Ford, this new mentality he has, straight menace, evil, diabolical. You just want to punch him in the chin. You know what I mean? Just flick him in the nose. Come on, dear brother, what are you talking about?
He has been fined more than anybody in 901.
He always in trouble now. That's kind of funny.
He's like the Draymond Green of Memphis wrestling?
Except he's actually getting fined appropriately, and it's still not mattering. That's the difference.
Yeah, he don't clean up his act. I tried to bring that out of him back in the day. Maybe he could help me out on my little bad guy ventures. Now, you don't want to do it back then. You don't want to do it for a purpose. You want to do it for yourself. And everything I done, none of it's been necessarily selfish. It was for a greater vision, not just for me, for the city. 901 Wrestling has a vision for the city. Follow us on our platforms at 901 Wrestling.
I know you definitely have to have a special place in your heart for Black Lodge. But, dude, what's it like now transferring over to Minglewood?
I feel like a superstar.
And that place awesome.
I feel like a superstar. I feel like the celebrity that I'm growing to be. I feel like it's boosted recognition. Minglewood Hall, great venue. And I ain't but one bigger.
Man, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's very simple. Again, go to Memphis 901wrestling.com, 901wrestling.com. Right there, you can purchase your tickets, correct?
Yep.
Can you purchase when you go there that day?
Yeah, absolutely.
Walk in, bring your kids, come in and have a good time.
Yep.
Like you said, escape.
Yeah, escape, man. Just get away.
And it's not going to actually break your budget like escaping to I ain't going to lie, I like to escape to Folks Folly once in a while. But it usually packs a punch. And,
you feel it. You
that's
feel
what
it
you
in
don't
multiple
take
ways,
your wife
right?
to, by the way. That's where you take your girlfriend, and now that I'm off the market, I ain't been going a lot.
I've got
come on out there, but might find you somebody.
Yeah, right. I mean, you find somebody out there probably. But when doing this thing, man, to peel back the curtain a little bit, I've got 5 kids. There's no way that I could price something to where I couldn't go to it with my family.
Take all your family.
Correct. That's why we implemented you get a general admission ticket, a kid 12 and under gets in free. You get another ticket, a kid 12 and under gets in free. So trying to make sure that we're packing the value for people, not only on a day, not only just by themselves, but also for families, so to get these kids in and to really get them hooked on something that is Memphis.
That is, I'm pretty fired up, man. 1555 Madison Avenue. That is Minglewood Hall. This Sunday.
Yep.
This Sunday. Doors open at what time?
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. Events start at 5?
On the dot.
Oh, I love that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And
never late.
How much are the general admission tickets?
$15.
$15. You go buy $15. You bring a kid. Your kid gets it absolutely free.
Yep.
You can't even get a deadgum Happy Meal these days for $7.50.
And there's not a bad seat in that house.
No, Minglewood, like that's one of the reasons that a lot of people around the city love going and watching concerts in Minglewood because it doesn't matter where you are, it's going to be a beautiful event. I can only imagine it's the same way with 901 Wrestling. Again, go to 901wrestling.com. Tommy, Anthony Sane, Kevin Bless.
That's right.
Y'all be tearing it up this Sunday.
Absolutely.
Have some fun.
Hit Sane with a chair for me, please.
Hit Sane with a chair for
We're gonna try to
not
drag-
for me. No,
we're
actually,
gonna
do it
try
for
to
do it
drag
for
you.
Do it for me.
Darian.
Please do it
for
for me.
Darian.
Please do
We're
it.
going to try to drag you out there.
Oh.
You're invited too.
Okay, man, you know what? I don't know. This will be the first weekend, no, last weekend, but that didn't count because I ended up going back out of town again. Anyway, this will probably be the first weekend that I'm in town, like actually in town. I think I could actually get out there Sunday 5.
And you know, I know the owner of 901 Wrestling. Oh wait, I am the owner, and we do have a media box. So I'm just saying.
Oh, I
We got
love
a media
being
box
bougie.
I'm just saying.
Bougie.
You know,
I love bougie.
I'm just saying
Yeah, we
can
got
hook you
bougie
up.
for you. We got bougie. I even surrender one of the baby mama sections for you. You can have one of the baby
my
mama
man
sections.
Kevin is a man after my own heart.
Yeah,
Kevin,
I got more
Bless.
kids than everybody in the locker room put together. So I surrender one of them baby mama sections. Y'all come on out for us.
I love it. I love it.
Come on up.
901 Wrestling, the
901
champion
Wrestling of the
Kevin
world.
Bless.
That's right. That's right.
We got to take a small time out. We're going to be back in 2 shakes. Tell you what you're gambling on tonight because you know you got to make that money without that bread. Well, you know the rest. You ain't going to get, that makes me go back to think about Logan Paul and that daggum British Broadcast
The BBC, baby.
Corporation, the BBC. But anyway, gambling on the other side, 901wrestling.com at Minglewood this Sunday, 4 days till the event. Back in 2 shakes, Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Shop early, save big, all month long during Black Friday build-up at Lowe's. Right now, get select pre-lit artificial Christmas trees starting at just $59.98. Don't wait to save. Shop these deals today, in-store or online, because Lowe's knows deals. Discount taken at time of purchase while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director at Lexus of Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
Moving is stressful, but Black Tie Moving can take the worry out of the process. Whether you're moving across town or across country, moving your home or your office, your personal moving concierge from Black Tie Moving will work with you to design a plan that perfectly fits your budget and needs. And they're available 24/7 to answer any questions you have. Give Black Tie Moving a call at 901-316-6196 or go to blacktiemoving.com/Memphis to get your personal, no obligation quote from the moving experts at Black Tie Moving.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like when you know to check that your seats are in the visitor section first before buying tickets.
I'm so excited for this game. I can't believe we got us tickets. Me too.
Are we on the wrong side?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
This is gonna be a long game.
You're in good hands with Allstate. Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
But you gotta be willing to take the hit and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Man, Kevin Bless has got energy, baby.
Yeah.
I like that. I do. I know what Tommy's talking about. I got energy. I tap my head. I'm a little bit crazy.
You're giving away baby mama
I get
sections. I'm down.
Dude, I'm telling you right now. Heck, I could I can bring a couple of them.
Baby mamas all around.
Double baby mama drama.
Yeah, but he has the energy. He's holding that build up high. He's a proud one, man.
Man, that's awesome, man. 901wrestling.com. Again, this Sunday. Go check it out there at Minglewood Hall. Buy a general admission ticket, and you can bring any kid 12 and under. Bring your kids. Come out and have some fun. It's going down for real. Now, what are we betting on, bro?
You want to take a stab at the Grizzlies tonight?
Hell to the Nizzo.
Staying away from that one?
I don't know if you saw last night. The Grizzlies like everything that could go wrong did go wrong, I guess you could say. Like, especially Russell Westbrook getting his 200th career triple-double, right?
That is correct.
That's ridiculous. 200 of them bad boys? And still can't shoot a three or a jump shot? It's impressive.
But he keeps finding work.
Dude, he's finding work. Man, he's always going to find work. Dude, he's a menace. He's a wild man. That was a 14 assists, 12 points, 10 rebounds. Grizzlies got beat 122-110. Now they're back tonight at some action. They are at home. But the 76ers are really bad.
And Maxey could be returning, according to Shams, tonight.
I mean, really, really, really bad. They are 2-11. 2-11. And Maxey is a game-time decision. So is Marcus Smart, Vince Williams Jr. for the Grizzlies. Ja's going to be out. Edie's out. Cam's out.
The guy that like pushing reporters, is he playing? I'm trying to look for that. I'm not sure.
Man,
Mr. Embiid.
I forgot about that. Damn, my brain is small.
Reporter pusher.
Man, I'm telling you right now, I just don't even even as bad as the Philadelphia 76ers are playing, it's hard to back the Grizzlies laying 4.5 at their crib because the NBA's crazy.
Plus, Paul George is a Grizzly killer.
Yeah, he is.
He tends to give us the business when we see him.
He does give us business, like bad ones. Now, over in the college game, is there anything that's been jumping out to you over there? Because I was talking about it yesterday because I'm an idiot. I was thinking Alabama and Illinois played yesterday. That was the Wednesday match. It was Purdue and Marquette last night, I believe, and I've already forgotten. But I kind of want to roll with Alabama, laying 8.5. If they're hitting threes, they're going to bury Illinois. They can't score like that. If I'm going to do anything, I'm going to roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
I mean, that total at 167.5, that thing's so high. I mean, Alabama can go out there and score 90 on these boys. Still can't believe they lost to Purdue.
Well, that was at home, too. And Purdue is ranked, so that was a perfect storm. Purdue wasn't just some lollipop game.
Man, but Purdue, I don't know if you know this, Edie plays for the Grizzlies.
Oh, and I don't know if you saw them. They got another guy just as big as Edie.
Man, where they find another one?
I don't know, but he had 29,
No, I didn't see.
I believe. Big guy got some game. Or at least he had some against Alabama the other night.
Well,
he's not as big as Edie. He's not 7'5", but I think he's like 7'1", 7'2".
This is going to be a big bounce back game, I think, for Alabama at the crib, slapping the Illini. I mean, they're going to go out and do it tonight. Sears is going to go bananas. He didn't come back not to dominate. Yeah, we're rolling with Alabama. Roll Tide. Other than that, man.
Other than that, name your score: Gonzaga, Long Beach State, Texas A&M versus Texas A&M versus Southern. Rutgers. I like Rutgers guy. He got a really good NBA player on that team.
How did they get that kid, by the way?
Moolah, baby.
Where did the hell they get it?
I don't know, but hey.
I know they got some gangsters up in New Jersey.
Yeah.
They come out and
they got some
Rothsteins.
They got some Rothsteins up there, man.
Strong arming folks. Yo, you gonna pay?
You got some Nickies up there burying, holes and stuff, burying people.
By the way, we did talk about the college football playoff. One other thing I was gonna note: somebody else texted me in. Brandon Lang's on Greg and Eli's show. Remember Brandon Lang, the movie that God, I can't remember the name of the damn movie. I just remember Brandon Lang was in it. He could be a dude that does the Vegas stuff. He's killing it. He can set the lines, tell you the best teams that are going to win it. Oh my goodness! What a wonderful Wednesday. We'll be back for a little Thirsty Thursday. You know, we got Ole Miss with Evie Van Pelt. Got Isaac Simpson jumping on this bad boy. We'll talk some NBA, some Tigers. And you know, the Tigers have a basketball game in San Francisco. So we'll talk about that and get ready for the Maui trip. Do me a favor, people. Get out there, make the world a better place. And don't forget my boy Gator out there still fighting cancer like a madman. So Gator, go kick cancer's ass. For Darian, I'm John. We'll see you on the flip side. Peace.
Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, Automatic Gates Construction tailors custom gate solutions for all your residential, commercial, and industrial needs, including repairs, maintenance, and installation. Automatic Gates Construction specializes in designing and installing automatic gates and fencing that seamlessly blends security, functionality, and aesthetic appeal. Elevate the safety and efficiency of your property with a premium gate solution. Automatic Gates Construction at myautomaticgates.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6634. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be